Hello guys, welcome to a new section on Postman. In this section, we are going to discuss about environment variables in Postman. So, what are environment variables? The values specific to an environment. For example, if you're working on different environment like development, staging, production, in that you have defined different types of variables like base URL, token. Okay? So, in that the base URL may be different for developments or staging or production. So we have to run our request in each development or staging production environment. We need to change the variable value. So it is time consuming and not easy to practice. So in that case, we can use environment variables. So the environment variables allow us to switch between environments without rewriting the request. So I will switch to the Postman and demonstrate how to achieve that. So here I take the web application of Postman and choose workspace, my workspace. And here we already defined two collections. One is regression collection and another is test API collection. Out of this, I go with this regression collection. And in that you can see two types of request, that is low register. So first of all, I'm in the request login. Here we can see the URL and the body part. So I going to define a environment. Okay, for that you can see on right on top, you see no environment. So click on that. So you can see use environment to easy switch variables, values, and test your API in different setups. So we are going to create a new environment. That then click on this create new environment. Okay, this is one way. You can rename your environment name. Right now I change to staging, rename into staging. Okay, so I have created a staging. So you can also on left side on menu see on below collection, you can see environments. Click on that. You can see a new staging is created. Environment is created. So it's open. Look like this, and you can see define the variable name. So I'm going to define example base URL and its value. We can this API. This is our base URL. Okay, and copy that based on current value. We already discussed in previous videos in variable section. The current value means it's local to your machine and it's not shared to your team. If you values in initial value we have defined, then it will share to your team. There is a difference. Okay, now our machine only by value based off the current value. And in the next we can define email. Okay, email, email label, password, password is your values. Okay, to email and paste here. Same way password copy paste here, and you need to must save the environment variables. So otherwise it will not reflect. Click on save button. It will save. We can replace this with our request with the variable c base URL. Okay, refer email basis and email. Okay, and here also for the variable name password. So it's successfully referred. Here you can see the base URL is environment and email is environment and password is environment. In some case you define and it will not comes here, so you need to choose the environment. If it is like this, no environment, if you over this your base URL, you can see no values. That is because you not choose the environment. So make sure you are select the correct environment. Okay, select the environment. And next I going to define another environment. Can define. Before that, I will just run whether it is working this request. Yes, it is working. We getting the response. And I'm going to create another environment like production. For that, I just copy duplicate this environment staging. Okay, so on three dot and duplicate, so it's duplicate our stage, and I'm going to rename this into production. Okay, so this is a production environment, and we can define some dummy values here. So let production, okay, it's a dummy value. Okay, send pay at com id password send. Okay, and save your, so production variables are saved. And we can switch to our request, and now you can see it's coming from staging. So I changed to production. Okay, environment is I changed, and you can see now it's the URL coming from the variable is same name, but it's coming from production environment. Okay, so see the email ID is coming and password is showing correctly from production environment. So then you can run your API. Right now it's failed because it's invalid values. Okay, then if you want to switch to the staging environment, no need to rewrite your variables name here. So just choose the environment and run. So run. It's working on staging. Okay. So the another way you can create, go to environment. Here also you can create website, create new environment. You can rename into dev. You can define the variables here. We already seen. Okay. And by using this you can handle different environment cases. The different values are different, so we can handle it very easy. So I covered this section and hope you enjoy this section. Thank you for watching, and bye.